That's crazy.
Oh.
I don't know how to do any of that right now, so I guess that we'll just figure this out another day. Plus, I think Xeno's back, so there's also that.
I am back.
Oh shit, I did put it in right. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, no, I was just talking to everybody while you were um, commencing the big poopy, the
Speak
big,
away.
the big stinky.
Big stink.
No, I was just letting them. I was asking them. I was asking them if I ever got time again, if they would like to see some art streams since I haven't done those in a while. Um,
What's up?
Sitting down, drawing, and all that jazz. Good old time. And I said that the big plans are here. The big plans. We're rolling.
Hello, hello, everybody.
They're
Yeah,
saying,
no,
"Oh, Flossie."
yeah, I'm building a new computer this weekend, so that'll be fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Delita's
this
finally getting her upgrade.
she's getting upgraded.
Yep.
Are we gonna?
So, if anyone's interested in a cheap PC, let me know because I'll be
mm,
selling our old one.
Oh shit. Shit. Well, whenever we gotta test out that 3080 at some point.
Yes, we do.
All right, we'll get that in the works at some point for sure. Because then I will build new or the second PC, and I might name it the Space Station too, in honor of the Space Station, the first PC I ever had.
The first.
Well, shit. Since you're back, let me slide us
Yeah,
over.
since I'm black.
So I was about to say that. Yeah,
You were.
since you're black, insert thing of this guy's not black.
Are you positive? I don't know. Look at me. I'm pretty dark.
That's just
That's a meme.
you look
I'm
pretty
not dark.
tan.
I'm pretty. I am
You
decently tan, but
you look
I am very much a white man.
you look pretty flossy to me, brother.
Oh, I'm definitely flossy. The
Yeah,
flossless.
Xenoflossy. Well, episode 25.
Yeah, yeah, we're 25 in. That's like a quarter of a way to 100.
Holy shit,
It's a weird way to think about it. That was
we're
a
getting
weird way
there.
to say that.
It
But
was.
yes, we're making progress every
as
day.
you as you can see, I cleared off those things that you told me to take care of last time.
Yes, good job.
Yeah, I did it.
Let me guess, Sailor K. Oh, damn it, I knew. Fucking 25.
25.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it. That is funnier than 24.
He got his ass. He got. Well, shit. Yeah, we're getting places. The
We are.
podcast is
We're making our
moving
way. We're working on it. We're trying to make the show better every week.
every week.
We both work way too much to do as much as we'd want to, but we're still working through it and trying to make it happen.
Working through the working. Yeah,
Trying to make it entertaining for you fine folks out there.
yeah. So you'll.
So make sure you drop a sub on the YouTube channel
Yeah,
and leave some comments about what you'd like to see. 'Cause we're
absolutely.
always interested in doing new stuff, which is why tonight we'll be doing some new stuff. But first, my friend, it's been a while. It's been a couple days.
Why don't you
What
tell me
you been
what
playing?
you've been playing?
I said it first. I said it first.
Okay, I guess I'm going first then. Well, for starters, ladies and gentlemen, we streamed and we finished Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh my gosh. It took a whole
Finally.
year.
Yeah, it took you a fucking year. Dude.
Holy
Jeez.
shit. We did it though.
I binged that game in a week and a half.
Mm. I know if I had so much more time, I would finish it a lot faster.
Yeah, if you weren't fucking ruined, and if you also weren't wasting about 20 hours a week on Honkai Star Rail.
Hey, yeah, let's not talk about that.
It's too fucking late. I already brought it up, brother.
Well,
But yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead. Keep talking.
I did play Honkai Star Rail this year, but no, Final Fantasy VII Remake was so good.
Yes, it is.
I am ready. I am ready for Rebirth to come on PC so I can play it because I'm not going to get
Well,
a
if
PS5.
it's gonna be anything like 7 Remake, it might just drop randomly in January because that's what happened. Because
Hopefully.
it was like 2 weeks into January they dropped Remake just with no announcement on Steam. They just fucking did it. So
I
you
am
know,
I am going to achievement hunt that game because at the end of it, it was a thing where it was like, hey, guess what? you can go back to whatever chapter. You don't have to play through the whole game if you missed any achievements. And I was like, they should do that in a lot of games, actually.
Especially, 50 to 70-hour JRPGs.
Mm-hmm. So we are achievement hunting. We will be doing Intergrade, but I am taking a break from playing some long games right now because I've missed a lot of fighting game time,
You've
and
missed a lot of just game
I've
time,
missed a lot
hard
of
stop.
yeah, I've missed a lot of games this year if I'm being honest. And well, speaking of games this year, one of the other games I've been playing is Metaphor Refantasio, which is another RPG. Because I hate myself and I love RPGs. They're really
Yeah,
fun.
Mister. My time's really limited. It's hard. Proceeds to only play like 100+ hour JRPGs. Like, what
But
the fuck is
they
wrong with you?
make me feel good. I just
Yeah,
ran
they
into
should.
one of the newest characters and I love him. Another game, because mobile gaming for me is now gone to the extreme. So I've played Honkai Star Rail a little bit this week. But what have I played more than Honkai Star Rail this week is Pokemon TCG Pocket. Because I've been trying to collect them all, damn it. It's, I didn't think that I would play mobile games like that, but I have. And it's, I like them. I like the Pokemon one for sure. I've gotten two of those super rare Mewtwo cards, the ones with the scenes.
I like how you've gotten fucking two of those and I haven't gotten one yet. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm a little salty, just a little bit.
I also got the real nice looking Blastoids.
I also got the real nice looking bat. I got a wait. Which one? Oh, it's
I think I posted it in the Discord, the Pokemon channel. I
okay.
think
I'm going to look right now.
I did. Yeah, look at it. It's nice.
Oh, you got the full art one.
Yeah, and then I got the
Damn.
Gengar, and yeah, I got a second Mewtwo. I've been playing it a lot,
Me too.
and it's
Oh, I
really
have a
fun.
couple of those Gengar EXs. I have the all art one, the really fancy looking one.
Ooh, I got one of the other ones I got was recently the all art for Golbat, which looks really cool.
Yeah, that one's really cool. I like that one a lot.
And
Unfortunately, Golbat kind of sucks, but
mm, I
that's
was gonna
neither
say,
here nor there. What
right?
else have you been playing, my friend? Is that it? Has it just been
Well,
Metaphor and finishing Final Fantasy VII and Pokemon TCG?
Metaphor, Pokemon TCG, Honkai Star Rail. That is all for this week. I'd say that I've played. Yes, we did it.
Well, good dealy. I mean, finishing Final Fantasy VII is something worth some applause. You've already received your claps from me, but
Yes.
I'm very proud of you for that. For me, I've been playing a lot of different stuff. I started Monster Hunter Stories 1 on my Steam Deck.
I saw that.
That is my for those of you that don't know, Monster Hunter Stories is ostensibly Pokemon, but with Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
The first one came out on 3DS, and it got ported to Steam and a bunch of other platforms, I think, like a remaster of it at the beginning of this year. I've been playing through that on my Steam Deck. It runs at 60 FPS. I just lay in bed and fucking grind out. It's got 3 times speed if you want for grinding, and I just fucking lay through and battle all my night out. That's what I do right before I fall asleep. The new patch came out for Final Fantasy 14,
Oh.
containing the new Alliance raid, which is a return to the world of Final Fantasy 11. The new
Oh,
Alliance
what?
raid is a 11 based, which is the other MMO. It's based on Final Fantasy 11. It's super good. It might be my favorite piece of battle content in the game right now.
You're not
Uh,
kidding.
it was so fucking fun. We progged through it day one, like night one, which was day before yesterday,
Okay, okay.
and that was Kino Gold, super good. I've been playing a mountain of Counter Strike
Yeah. Oh,
because Valve has just decided Counter Strike 2 is getting updates regularly again, and I've been playing like crazy. They added 6 new maps this week on top of the
six?
Armory Pass system that they added like 2 weeks ago, maybe last month. It might have been a month ago. They added a new Armory Pass system. They also added the 6 new maps this week. They're one of them being Train, which is one of the best maps in Counter Strike Go, in my opinion. Hopefully, Cobblestone comes next.
Oh,
And we were doing some crate opening. We were doing a little bit of gambling. All right,
yeah.
guys, gambling's
Gambling
cool.
boy.
And Brandon gambled a little, Michael, and he opened a knife. Brandon made $300 the other day because he opened a knife.
Holy shit! You gotta be kidding.
He spent like $70 and made 300 ish. Actually, a little more if I add all the other skins he opened, but
Right.
just going on the knife alone, it was about $277. It was a Doppler Navajo knife, so profit on gambling, very
Yeah,
cool.
we love gambling around here.
We love gambling around here. Only
Yeah.
if you're an adult though, and you have the money to spend on it. Please do
Right.
not support
Do
gambling
not.
addiction.
Yeah.
Gamble responsibly.
Gamble
Um,
responsibly, because I know I don't, but you
However,
should.
gambling paid for like all of my games last year, so I cannot shit talk it too hard because I also gamble on crates and opened a knife that was worth $600
Yeah, that is
a
true.
year
That
ago.
is true.
So,
Oh well.
um,
Also, I realized I missed 2 games. Sorry.
oh
I
well, yeah.
I did
Go
also
ahead.
play Counter Strike Lazino a little bit, and
You did,
then
yeah.
we started Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree.
Yes, you finished base game, right?
Yeah, I got on, and I like to play that game with people. I know people don't really. Sometimes people play it by themselves, but I love whenever you get a bunch of people and you're just jumping a boss. I luckily
Yeah.
enough got some people in, random
Well,
people.
it's important to add context for everyone else. He's beaten the game
Yeah,
already.
yeah,
So
I've
this
beaten the
is
game.
he's being forced to replay it. So like him wanting to jump and just gank a boss out makes perfect sense. He's already
Hmm.
done all the base game bosses for the most part.
Yeah, and so now I'm in Shadow of the Erdtree. I was having problems with this one simple boss, but that's because of the new upgrading system. I guess I was just still baby, and I
What
played it.
boss was it?
It wasn't even an important boss. It was just like one of the nights at the beginning. You go to this little.
The Black Jail Knight.
Yeah, I think so.
So spoiler alert. I've beaten the first three major bosses in Shadow of the Erdtree, which are all very hard. Um, Black Jail Knight might be harder than all of them.
Oh God. Wait, no, it was so you go down. It's just like one of
He's
those ones
he's in
you.
that cave, right? He's
Uh,
got the he's got
it's
the wind great sword and he's got the crossbow.
yes, yes. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he beat the shit out
Yeah,
of me.
that guy's a fucking monster.
Lady just watched him like the crossbow wasn't shit. It was every time when he did his stupid anime
So he
sword
does the
slash
fucking
attack.
anime sword shit, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's 2 swings. I'm dead. I was just like, oh God, I can't get
Yep.
hit.
Yeah. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's the man that murdered me, and then I got some people to help me beat him because he was just beating my ass. I ran into some random guy when we first started playing the game, which was he had like the claws or something that you can get in the game.
The beast claws, yeah.
Beast claws. We fought him for a while, and then we beat him eventually. But I did that one by myself. So yay! But I will say I did have people help me fight that one boss because, I mean,
Yeah.
if it's
Black
frowned
Jail
upon,
Knight's
it's frowned
annoying.
upon. But hey, I love Elden Ring either way still.
But yeah, other than that, I haven't played much. That's the Counter Strike has sort of been the majority of my time this
Yeah,
week.
you've been counter striking like a motherfucker. Yeah, he was strong, lady. He was strong as fuck. I gotta make the video for that. Edit the video for the Elden Ring stuff soon.
It's fucking stacked out, bro. Well, yeah, I mean, it's good though. I'm glad that you were able to. I mean, technically, I guess you kind of finished 2 games this week, right?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Main game of Elden Ring again, and Final Fantasy.
I mean, I
What
feel like Final Fantasy is kind of the main game here in this context, but
it is? What is What's the next thing for me to do? We don't know. We'll see what lies ahead. I want to play some games with friends. I want to try out that one thing I was telling you with a group of people, the Dark Hours. If we all get Dark Hours prologue and try it out at some point, but that's up
the
to
dark
you.
showers.
Yeah, where you go and you rob the people with their
Wow.
shmoney.
All right. So this topic. This is not a topic I hold strongly to my heart. I don't. This is me being objective and not me saying what I want to say. I
Oh.
hate that this is true.
Oh.
But right now, in the video game industry, excluding Valve and their flights of fancy of interest, Because when Valve is interested, they're the most innovative game company on the planet.
Of course.
But the problem is holding their attention for more than 5 minutes because they're a studio culture that where all the devs are so free that they don't have to be interested in doing anything. And they make so much money on Steam that they really don't have to be interested in doing anything particular. But the main three, the big three outside of, PC, are Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. And I feel like the only company out of those three that's really planning ahead right now, I feel like you can make an argument for Nintendo, but
Uh,
Microsoft is the only one that's actually planning ahead for what the industry is going to become, and it's really fucking frustrating.
that is very
So
frustrating.
I don't know if you've heard about the recent goings on with Microsoft.
No, enlighten me.
So they came out and they were sort of talking about their future plans and about how there's not like a hard strict rule on like exclusivity anymore, and like they might just release their games whenever they want on other platforms, and the goal is they want everything to be an Xbox ostensibly, or really they just want their games to be playable anywhere. It
Mm-hmm.
sort of feels like they're bowing out of the console race, which some people are like falsely saying is them admitting defeat, but I disagree. I feel
Yeah,
like it's them admitting that the console wars don't matter, man.
they
It doesn't
don't.
matter. Exclusivity doesn't fucking matter. The console wars don't matter. None of that shit matters. Microsoft has taken a taste of just making a lot of fucking money
Mm-hmm.
by releasing their games everywhere and realized that they're going to make a lot more fucking money if they just keep releasing their shit everywhere. They're still planning to do studio acquisitions because they're interested in increasing their portfolio of stuff. I don't think that's great. That's the one thing I don't like about what they're doing. I think that all of the top down centralization of these video game brands and IPs is fucking terrible. Microsoft has been dog shit with this
For
since they
sure.
started doing it, especially looking at things like Tango Gameworks getting closed down and everything, and Hi-Fi Rush ended up getting saved by
Right.
another big gigantic mega corporation who
That one.
purchased them, which is not amazing.
Right. That
But
one
at least
scared
they're
the
not
shit out of
dead.
me. Yeah, at least it's not
Um,
dead for sure.
but I do. It just feels like Microsoft is the only one that's actually playing the game ahead, and everyone else is playing the game very reactively. This comes on the back of Nintendo continuing to try to destroy emulation. In case you guys didn't know, they have now. To be fair, the guy definitely deserved it. He was live streaming unreleased Switch games that he was emulating to get views.
Oh
Um,
God.
but they went after this dude with another lawsuit, and it feels like all of their lawsuits are just aiming in the direction of trying to completely kill emulation, which is hilarious because it was also found within the last month that the Nintendo Museum that opened up in Japan is using emulators to play all the games on the floor. They're not
How
actually using hardware. So
how
that's very funny.
hypocritical. Very
Yeah.
hypocritical.
Yeah, it's cool for emulators to exist when the corporate entity can make a lot of money on it, but it's not cool when we just get to play and preserve old games. Fuck
When
you, Nintendo,
when
once
we want
again.
to have a
Every
good
episode.
time, it's always a problem. Like when
But
they wanted
Micro,
to hold those fucking Smash tournaments and then they shut those down.
and they shut all the fucking Smash tournaments down. Yeah, no, it's terrible. They are the worst. Nintendo is an amazing set of developers with great talent and who make great games, and they are the worst corporate entity in Japan. They are fucking abysmal. The only person worse than them is Konami. But you know what? It feels like lately Konami's more in touch than Nintendo. So
Maybe they're learning their lesson.
yeah, Nintendo needs to fucking go somewhere, and fall off a cliff. But Microsoft also talked about they're planning apparently on doing a handheld at some point because their whole thing right now seems to be they realized Valve was right when they were criticizing everyone else in the industry and that you should just kind of go do your own thing
As
and just
always.
try to satisfy bigger markets and stop being interested in exclusivity and all this other cringe stuff that doesn't really make you money. Because that stuff doesn't work,
Not
as it
not
turns
now
out.
these days.
Sony has been pretty open about the fact that they're not making enough money on their big expensive exclusives anymore. That's the whole reason they're doing the PC porting stuff. But they fucking suck because they require stupid launchers so they can meet some dumbass corporate or investor, standard they want to meet. So the investors are happy with the amount of people signing up for the PSN because apparently
Yeah.
that's been really far down. PS4 or PS5 Pro came out.
Mm,
You can't. Scalpers are fucked because they bought a bunch of them thinking it would be a limited item
guess
in terms
what?
of stock because it would sell out. Fun fact: it didn't sell
It
out.
didn't
It's
sell out at
fucking
all.
readily available almost anywhere.
Yeah,
You can just go buy one of the bitches.
go get your
Turns
PS5
out,
Pro.
the $700 console did not break the world. It might be too expensive for a console. There might be a reason that people don't usually go to that range for
Yeah.
console gaming. At that point, just build a PC.
Not facts. Speaking of which, I watched somebody tear apart a whole PS5 Pro, and then they put the whole system into a PC and built their own PS5 Pro.
Yep. Also, yes, Sailor K. Scalpers can suck a nut.
Yeah,
They're the fucking cretins of the industry. They suck.
they can definitely
Um,
suck a nut.
but yeah, no, I mean, just the more I look at it, the more it feels like Microsoft is the only company out of the big three that's like actually actively trying to plan for a future where they're relevant because PC gaming is getting so big, and with stuff like the Steam Deck being so affordable
We
and
love it.
readily available,
Hmm.
it just kind of doesn't make sense to invest in these other ecosystems a lot of the time, which sucks because I want there to be more than more than just a Nintendo option. Because Nintendo will continue to exist; they will
Yeah,
thrive because they are like
Nintendo.
cockroaches.
Yeah, well,
Um,
they've made their money, and now they just do whatever
and
they can.
to be fair, as much as I prefer PC, I think consoles are important. I think they're an important path into the industry for a lot of young players who don't have
Yeah,
the money to invest in a gaming PC, and
baby's
I think
first
it's
video
important to
game.
have consoles. But the problem is that the consoles are now getting to the point where they're as expensive as PCs, and they're losing a lot of their like positive aspect. Like they're not simple anymore.
Yeah,
They have just as many updates. They have just as many upgrades and stuff as you can get for a PC at this point. With I mean, the PS5's been out for what,
4 years.
3 or 4 years, and
Yeah.
there's already been two SKU revamps for the
Hmm.
console within 4 years. I mean, it it's just a lot. And with them ditching physical games and stuff, that sucks for people that live in rural areas that don't have very good internet.
Yeah, for
If you
sure.
want to get a PS5 Slim and get a disk drive for it, you still have to have an internet
Yeah,
access to activate the disk drive that you can add on to it. You have to be able
you
to
have to
tag
buy.
to the internet because they want to confirm it's the special Sony disk drive and not some third party one.
God
These
damn.
companies are fucking awful. They don't do anything to make their players happy. They don't do anything to make the experience for their customers better. And it's not shocking to me to watch their customers sort of revolt as a side effect of this.
Facts.
And that's been sort of the nature of what's been going on. So as much as I hate Microsoft and I am so ready for Valve to finish Steam OS so I can just use it. Because using it on my Steam Deck is amazing. I would love to just be able to install that bitch on my computer.
Oh yeah.
I will switch to Linux when Steam OS is fully available. It will not be a question because Microsoft is the worst, Windows is dog shit, and it drives me insane. But Microsoft is the only one that's planning for a future in the industry that makes sense, where they're able to get their games out to as many players as possible. They're able to make the money back they're spending on developing these games, and that is something that I have to recognize. And it feels like shit because out of the three companies, I have the least attachment to Microsoft because one, anything I liked that they used to make, they have within the last couple of years went back and fucked up, like Halo or the
Yeah.
Gears franchise, or they just haven't used anything with things that I like studios like Rare, right? They bought Rare
Oh
back
yeah.
in the fucking late
They didn't do
late
shit with it
90s, early
really.
2000s, and the only thing Rare's made of relevance since they were purchased by Microsoft is fucking Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, that's about it. That
Who
fuck.
gives a fuck? That's one game.
Yeah. It's one good game, but they could still do so much more.
They can do a ton. It is a good game,
Yeah.
but it's just annoying. Microsoft doesn't do anything with the IP they own, and it's very, very frustrating. But I mean, Microsoft also is pro emulation.
Yeah.
They've been very, very forward with the fact that they're using emulation on the Xbox Series X to let you play 360 and original Xbox games, which is cool.
Yeah, that's real
Sony could
cool.
use a lesson in fucking letting you play your old games on your new system. That would be really dope, but they're a fucking horrible company who doesn't do anything right, so that'll never happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my spiel. I don't know. I don't know what your feelings on the matter are. I watched the corporate game being played, and I just feel like Microsoft's the only one that's actually trying to make moves at winning.
From from what little bit I get to do research wise, you've already spilled out everything I've had to say about the situation. That's why I always let you just spew it all out, because I know you definitely are passionate about it and you feel a certain way about stuff. I,
You floss
especially
on the industry.
Nintendo, you floss all over the industry, flossing all over it. But no, I have no more input about it. Um, I want to talk about some other things later on, but that's later on the list. The
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah, yeah, yeah.
first thing that's the next thing that's next on our docket, I believe, is we got a roundup, boys and girls.
Yeah, for new stuff this week, and I've already talked about one of the big ones with the Counter-Strike just getting fucking 6 maps out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's exciting.
There was no announcement. There was a let me look up. When was the Armory update? That patch was it was recently. Yeah, the Armory was October 2nd, so it was a little more than a month ago. They added a full new cosmetic system and stuff. And then now,
Oh, what the
like a
fuck
month
is
later, they add
this?
6 maps, which is crazy. Super
Oh,
cool.
oh no, I'm excited. I just saw something. Oh, we'll talk about that later as part of something else.
Yeah, we will.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's the roundup is going to be pretty easy this week because I think the only super big thing that's happened.
round them up.
We're not World of Warcraft players, by the way, but Warcraft had a lot of news.
Warcraft.
But I don't play World of Warcraft. Player housing's a thing though, so be excited, I guess.
Yes,
Um,
do it.
the biggest news this week is that Dragon Quest is out today.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry.
Dragon Quest 3 HD remake is out right now. It came out today,
I want
and
it.
that's massive. Lego Horizon that came out today as well, I think. Um, yeah, that's really the crux of all the news. That's all the releases I can think. Oh, Arcane.
Arcane, yeah.
Arcane is out. So if you guys wanted the new season of Arcane, you have it. It's here.
Um, I'm not completely sure how if this is true or anything fact wise, but I believe this is the final season of Arcane,
It is. It is. Yeah.
and I've been hearing that people are getting crazy buck wild about it and being mad that it wasn't going to go on for like 7 seasons. But we don't need long season shows, guys. We do not.
Yeah, I like when things end. So I'm with you on
Yes.
that.
I have enough things in my life that are still going on that are good and haven't ended yet. So I don't need anything else to add to it. One
To the
Piece.
list of just never ending. I'm sure there will also be some more
There will be more
more
shows, yeah.
more shows in the universe. Arcane specifically will end, but that does
Hmm.
not mean the League of Legends TV shows will end.
They have so much stuff they could write about or
The world of
do.
Runeterra is massive, and there's a
Runeterra
lot.
is fucking huge, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's really all the big game releases this week. Not very much happened. We're kind of closing out the year now, so you're gonna see the releases slow down.
Hmm.
Next week is Stalker 2, and I think that's like the only big game next week. Next week, pretty sure.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Hold on. Let me look.
I
Not,
can't think of anything else that's even
no.
supposed to come out until January-ish.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff. Oh, a lot of stuff coming out next year for me. I'm hyped about.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, when you get this close to Christmas, usually the releases are sort of done. Um, and I genuinely can't think of any other big ones that are on the way. So be excited though, because I mean, Stalker 2 looks really fucking good.
Yeah,
Let's
and
hope it lives up to the years of hype it's been. Because I think other than that, the only other game coming out this year I even want is Fantasian, which is that's the Sakaguchi game, the guy who made Final Fantasy.
oh yeah, the Fantasian. Oh, that game
Yeah,
was
that comes out in
good. Yeah.
December.
Damn, we're so close to December.
We are. We're very close.
Wow, man, this year went by
And then February next year is a big month. We got Pirate Yakuza. We got Monster Hunter
Oh
Wilds.
yeah, that's what I'm waiting. Oh, those two games right there. Ooh, what else? There's something else that's coming out. There's some fighting game stuff coming out in 2025. The stuff for Guilty Gear. Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, the Indiana Jones game comes out next
Yeah.
month, I guess. It's December 8th.
That game looks like something I might watch a playthrough of that game. It looks like it'll be a good playthrough watch.
I heard that it
Game for
was
me.
kind of immersive simi, which makes me sort of want to play it. Marvel
Hmm.
Rivals also comes out next month.
Marvel Rivals. Oh, it's time.
Yep, December 6th.
I want to play that too.
But while we're in the new releases, before we get to the next section, there is something I wanted to show you because there was one more.
In the watch
It's
together.
not a release. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here
It's
I
not a
go.
release, but it is an upcoming thing, and I'm kind of excited about it. And I feel like you're going to be kind of more excited than me.
Oh God, when you say that and you're always right is when you get me. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to be very excited about what I'm about to show you. Uh,
Give me one moment.
pull
I'll
it
get the
up.
watch together up.
It shows someone's in here actually.
That ain't me. That's weird. I mean, I guess people that are in the Discord could get in the watch together.
I suppose so. Tell me when you're in.
All right. Oh shit.
Oh, they
Whoops.
left. Whoever was in here left.
All right. I am coming now. I should be. All right. Well. All right. I think I'm in it. Yeah. Here we go.
All right, here you go.
Oh man. I saw the title already.
You can try to run, but me,
Oh.
I run this place.
Okay. First of all, the fact that she wasn't in this game yet was throwing me off.
Gun?
Yep.
It was only a matter of time.
Boom, let's play.
Oh my
Oh, this
god.
shit. This is so good.
Oh. Oh, this is beautiful. I fucking love this. Holy shit. Oh my god. Please, 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 please. Why won't they give me the playtest for this? I'm about to try again now. I'm about to
trying.
got to try again. I want to play this game so bad. I wish it still had a better name, but I want to play it so bad. We're gonna just Jinx. Yes. Another character I thought that I really thought Jinx would have been one of the original roster characters.
Yeah.
But oh man, that's phenomenal. I love that. I love that for
I
sure.
I feel like early on, I might be hallucinating this. I thought we saw Jinx at some point, but apparently not. But it's cool to have her. She makes sense. Her being there tells me that Vi needs to be there, though.
Vi
Um,
doesn't. Vi
this
is a
year.
perfect for a fighting game.
I feel like Vi and Set are the two characters that like
Those are
need to
the
be there.
yeah. They
You need both of those.
they punch the shit out of things.
They're punch characters. They make the most sense to be there, especially Set, whose whole thing is that he's like a brawl like fighter guy. Like he's a pit fighter.
Right.
So like not having him in the game feels very very weird. But yeah, no, very exciting news.
I'm so excited about that. Whew. I will be playing the shit out of this game. I play very little League, but I will play a lot of 2XKO. I'm just gonna call it League of Fighters.
2x KO, 2 times a knockout.
2 times knockout. What a name.
I don't
No,
know. Yeah, I think 2x KO is actually the name there. It's how they want you to say it.
I believe so. I believe it is supposed to be double knockout, which is crazy. But you know what? Project L is a cool name.
So, Michael, it's
Me?
time. for a new segment.
Uh-oh, new segment.
So I've been wanting to do a segment like this for a while, where we just sort of, recommend each other games or TV shows or something. You don't have to beat it, but maybe once every 2 weeks, one of us will recommend the other one a thing to play,
Oh,
or a thing to watch, or a thing to read, and then we'll talk about it on the next recommendation episode, and then the other person will recommend the same thing, right? They'll recommend something to try.
right.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. So I decided we're doing that. And we're
Okay.
starting it now.
All right. Do you have
And
a name for this segment that we're adding?
it's called The Pitch.
The pitch. All right.
And today I have a pitch for you, my friend. Because we're going to talk more about the events that are necessitating this specific episode's pitch
Oh.
on the next segment. But we are now 2 days away from the 20th anniversary of the most important game arguably ever released, which is Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Half-Life 2 in 2 days will turn 20 years old.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah. People do love Half-Life.
And last year was Half-Life 1's 25th anniversary.
025.
And I can't recommend you to play Half-Life 2 until I've recommended you to play Half-Life 1.
I see.
But I don't want you to go play Black Mesa. Oh no. I want you to play real Half-Life 1.
Half-Life 1. So, what? Oh, okay, Half-Life 1. So, I gotta...
So last year,
Mhm.
Valve released a patch for Half-Life 1
Oh.
called Anniversary Edition, which added a ton of very, very, very good features to Half-Life that made it much more playable on modern systems through customization for controls and stuff, and best of all, made it extremely playable on the Steam Deck with a lot of optimization pushes to make the Steam Deck experience really good.
Oh, so it's something I can play on my Steam Deck.
Yes, it is. But I don't expect you to play through Half-Life 1 and all two of its DLC packs or expansion packs. I just want you to just try out the game, base game. See where you get, see if you finish it. And if, like me, you play it and realize that it's still not only holds up, but it's still actively better than a lot of games coming out today, because Half-Life 1 is fucking insane. It's one of the best games ever made. It's when you get to a level called Surface Tension, you'll understand, but it's one of the best video games on the planet. And that might be the best level from a video game ever.
Surface Tension.
Yes.
All right, then. You know what?
Yes, Cry of Fear is a Half-Life mod.
Oh, yeah. I have to beat that at some point, too. You know what? See, I was thinking I would stream this one, but I think I'm going to make this a YouTube exclusive. So, I mean, it's not going to be like a playthrough. It'll be me playing some of it, because I'm going to take advantage of this and play it on my Steam Deck when I have time.
Well, remember, the upside with the Steam Deck is you can play on the deck and your PC, so you could stream a little bit of it and then just pick up and play on your deck to finish. That's what I did. That's how I played through the Anniversary re-release.
So, send me a link to this one that you know, or let me see if I can find it real quick.
Oh, it's just Half-Life on
Just
Steam.
on Steam, it's just Half-Life.
Yeah, it was a free update, the Anniversary Edition. Oh, and it added multiplayer and stuff to it too. So if you want to try to experience that, you can. It's still got active players. So.
All right, $10. I am going to, when I get paid, I'm gonna have to get this. I'm adding it to the cart. I'm going to get Half-Life. I take this pitch. I will catch the pitch, and then I will pitch you back with something in 2 weeks. I
Yes.
happily accept this. Because you know what's funny is I was sitting there the other day actually, and I was like, man, because I got my good old VR headset, and it came with the Half-Life game,
Half-Life Alex. Yeah, that
and
game's
I
great.
haven't touched it because I was like, I really need to play Half-Life. I really,
Yes.
really, really just need to play Half-Life. And
Well,
now,
there's a reason that I bring this up, and that's for our next topic, which is 2 days is Half-Life 2's anniversary.
yes,
And the
sir.
current running rumor is that Valve is doing an anniversary patch for Half-Life 2. It's going to be very similar to the patch for Half-Life 1 for anniversary. So it'll add a bunch of new stuff and fun cut content, and maybe even another little documentary. By the way, once you beat the game, there's a fun little documentary that Valve made about the development of Half-Life 1 that you should watch because it was fucking amazing. It was the best part of last year for me.
Oh,
Um, it's free. It's on YouTube. It's on their YouTube channel. It's
we'll
called The
love that.
Making of Half-Life. It's excellent. Tons of insight. I would recommend beating or at least playing through some of the game before you watch it, because you're not going to get much out of it if you haven't played it. But
Right,
it's really, really interesting, and it's a rare look into Valve's development because they're a very private company. They're
for
not super
sure.
out there with what's going on behind the doors or with a lot of their talent. So it's always really interesting to get some insight into that stuff. And that documentary was fucking super entertaining, awesome. And it, like I said, once you're a fan, it's super entertaining just because they talk about some really cool stuff with some of the decisions made that are really interesting with Half-Life 1 with some of the development stuff and sort of the way that they pitched it, and the fact that the game almost bankrupted them because their initial version of it sucked and it wasn't very good, and they sort of had to rebuild the whole thing. But
Yeah,
it was the birth of that company functionally, which is really, really cool.
I see.
And plus, tons of other games I love are spawned off of the back. I mean, Sailor K mentioned it with Cry of Fear being a Half-Life mod. Even other official Valve games started as Half-Life mods. Games like Counter-Strike, which was a Half-Life multiplayer mod.
Oh, well, look at that.
Yeah, Counter-Strike came from Half-Life.
I do like Counter Strike.
And Counter-Strike coming from Half-Life led to the groundwork for Source Engine being used for multiplayer games that would end up being used for Team Fortress 1 and Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress is actually a spin-off of Half-Life multiplayer, which is another interesting thing. The original one is, and then obviously the Source Engine stuff they learned that went into Half-Life 2 and then went into Left 4 Dead, which was built in Source using a lot of the same stuff. So there's a lot of their game development DNA that comes from Half-Life 1, and it's a super important game. Half-Life 2 is also probably, I would argue, even more important than the first game. I would argue Half-Life 2 is the most important game ever made.
You don't say. Holy shit.
And plus, Portal is directly related to Half-Life because they take place in the same universe. So I can
Oh,
give you more
awesome.
context for the Portal games.
Okay. I'm down. I'm definitely down. I'm gonna put time aside for it. And you know what? Fuck it. You're right. I can stream it. I don't have to make a playthrough. If I'm not doing a playthrough, I don't have to have complete footage of everything, and I can just play whatever on Steam Deck.
Yep.
So that.
Also, Valve announced one more thing to coincide with the anniversary for Half-Life 2,
Hit me.
which is the limited edition white Steam Deck OLED.
Fuck. All right, that's it. My money's gone. All right. Nope. I want it. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
How much is this? 679 smackaronis, eh?
Yeah, I'm buying it.
I'm
by the
buying.
way.
Zeno. I'm gonna buy one too. I wasn't gonna get an OLED, but
See, I have an excuse. I can give my old Steam Deck to my wife.
I
So
have
it becomes a gift and a gift for me.
I have a reason. It matches the rest of my whole PC setup, so it's for fashion.
But yeah, that comes out in 2 days. Or no, 4 days. It's the 18th. That limited edition version.
See, everyone wants that Steam Deck.
Everybody wants it. It's gorgeous. For anyone that doesn't own a Steam Deck already, it is probably the best investment you can make. Especially if
Yes.
you're like genuinely want to just finish more of the games you already own,
Yes.
there is nothing that has helped me finish games as quickly as owning a Steam Deck.
I
Being able to even just put in an hour in bed before I go to sleep
mm,
on whatever RPG I'm grinding out has dramatically increased the amount of time I can play. Plus,
exactly. That's what
obviously,
I've been
anytime you have to
doing.
go do something, go wait
Right.
at the doctor's office for an hour,
Pull out your Steam
whip out
Deck.
the Steam Deck,
Yep.
play your games.
It's what I've been doing to play a little bit of more of Metaphor when I want to sit there and level grind. As I have been like, oh, I'm about to go to bed. I'm not gonna go instantly to bed. Why don't I just pull out my Steam Deck and level grind on Metaphor?
Yes,
And that's what I've been doing.
It is the perfect companion piece to, your gaming experience. It is very, very good,
Split the cost
and
on
I
them,
recommend
yeah.
it infinitely. Yeah, splitting the
Yes.
cost is genius.
Yeah, that is genius. The Steam Deck and Zeno got me to the point because the other day I was talking to one of my friends and I was like, damn, he's right. The Steam Deck is, in my opinion and Zeno's opinion, the best handheld out there.
Yep, it's the best one.
The best.
There are
handheld.
more powerful ones, but it is the best one. It is
This
the best
is the
experience.
best one. Yes. Nintendo Switch, that's what this is as well.
It's better. It's better than the Switch because
better Nintendo Switch.
if I do want my big frame rate, pretty games, I can just use my PC.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to play at 4K, 120 FPS, I just use the big box. But if I'm okay with like an indie game or something that runs a little easier, or if I'm just okay with limiting performance to rest and chill in my bed or whatever, I can use my Steam Deck.
Oh, if he's definitely trying to just play Skyrim, and yeah, it'd be better to play that on the Steam Deck than the Switch.
I'm 80% positive you can mod Skyrim on Steam Deck.
So there you have it.
I actually might have a video I can recommend for that.
Which makes it then 300 times better than playing it on the Switch.
Yes.
But yes, we love the Steam Deck. I am now going to... How long until this thing is...
It'll be Monday.
Monday's when it starts?
Monday at 3 p.m. will be when the limited edition white one will drop.
Oh, it drops then.
Yeah. 3 p.m. PST.
How long will it be limited? Is the next question.
It's limited quantities, so...
Fuck. Okay, well, if I don't end up getting one...
If I don't end up getting a white one, I'm still just going to get an OLED.
I do
My
want an
wife wants the
OLED.
Steam Deck.
The OLED is beautiful from what I've seen, and I do want an OLED, but...
And I mean, you can technically just get an OLED at the $549 price point too, and get the 512 gig, and just get a micro SD card, which works perfectly fine.
Yeah, micro SD cards are nice.
Because the only difference is the carrying case it comes with and the size of the drive. The resolution and stuff's the same.
If I don't end up getting that, I know one thing for sure I'm gonna get is a port, a dock.
Yes.
You want to play your farming games curled up in bed? Get the Steam Deck.
Correct choice. Yeah, especially if you're like a very heavy indie game player, then the Steam Deck is literally the best.
Yeah, it's how I beat Slay the Spire. I was just sitting in bed, just playing it, having a good time. And then I was like, "Ooh, there we go, I beat it." But
yeah, that's mostly it, buddy. We have Catch of the Week and then Smoking Sexy Style, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm still just listening to Chromacopia.
I listened to Chromacopia a lot this year. There are a lot of... I think there's a lot of albums I may have missed this year, but
yeah, we still both need to go back and listen to the Tommy Richmond one, right? Jackal?
Well...
Oh, did you listen to it?
Well... You said
Okay.
Jackal?
Yeah.
Let me see if I listen
Isn't
to
that
the
the
right
name of
album.
it?
Let me see if I listen to the right one.
Or
then.
Coyote. It's Coyote. Not Jackal.
I listened to Coyote.
Yeah? What'd you think?
He has... What is the sound that I'm trying to... I can't think of the actual sound. I'm bad with words. That's the only reason. He has a very unique sound to like some old Steve music that we would listen to. That's got that nice little bop to it. The album's good. I liked it. It's...
Yeah. I really want to go listen to it. I
Yeah.
haven't taken the time to do it yet because I'm terrible.
Yeah, I was sitting there and I listened to Chromacopia 7 times, and then I was like, let me swap up the genre for a little bit. So then I went to Porter, and then I listened to Porter for a little bit, and I was like, all right, well, this album I've listened to a lot too now. I'm trying to find a new album, so I listened to that album, and it was good. It was a different sound. I know that you're gonna enjoy it.
I'm glad. I'm
Uh,
very excited.
Another one that I listen to is what is the name of that band again? Hold up, I can go through my history right here. You remember Glass Animals, right?
Of course.
They had an album that came out this year called "I Love You So Fucking Much," and I listened to some of it. I think I listened to the whole thing also. Um, I like it. It's probably not one of my favorite albums they ever came out with, but I did listen to it. It was a different sound compared to obviously the first album that you ever introduced me to of them.
Zappa. Yeah.
Yeah, Zaba is probably still my favorite album out of all their albums.
I also still think Zappa is the best piece of music they've made.
It was so good. But I did enjoy, like, it has, the thing that I will say about that album is it has its sound. It comes together as an album, which is why I enjoyed it. Same with the Tommy Rickman album. It's an album.
Yeah, speaking of
really
albums
enjoyed
that don't come together, I listened again a couple times through on Bando Stone.
Yeah, that's the soundtrack.
It's so frustrating because all right, so upon re-listens, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Talk My Shit and Yoshinoya might be the two best Gambino songs in the last decade.
Talk My Shit is so fucking good. I was just
But
thinking about that
it
one.
is so frustrating though because the album just it's a soundtrack, bro.
Yeah.
It's it
Well,
it's
you said Talk My Shit and whatever.
Yoshinoya.
Yoshinoya is good, and then obviously Lithonia is just solid.
Oh yeah, Lithonia is great, but that's
Like,
a completely different vibe.
that is a completely different vibe. You're right, but yes, Talk My Shit is. Who?
Yeah, I think Talk My Shit's my favorite song on the album for sure.
Yes. Um, but no, I only have two. I only have two albums of this year that have really just been the best albums for me, and that was Chromacopia by Tyler, and then Smile from Porter Robinson. Those are like my two main albums from this year. And my favorite song has swapped up from Chromacopia, and Ratata is jumping up in the ranks.
That was one of my two favorites. So
And the problem, okay, so the problem is I think it's the combination of the beginning song Ratata and then Into Noid
yeah,
is
the first three songs,
the first
Saint
three songs
Chroma
is just
into Ratata into Noid is
because
that's a whole experience.
you know how I am. You know
Yeah.
how I am. And I love an album when it comes together beautifully as an album. And that, oh, oh my God. That's the beginning. I always, like, most of the times.
That's the other reason I don't like Judge Judy very much.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like it hits out of nowhere.
It does hit out of nowhere.
Also, it just sounds like a reject Flower Boy song, and I'm just not a big fan.
It does sound like a Flower Boy song. The only thing I do love about Judge Judy, and we talked about it before, is that it goes into Sticky.
The best song on the album.
It's getting sticky. I'll be at work just saying that.
Did you watch the Tyler released it's called Mask Off, and it's a video of the making of the album.
Of the album? No, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it was just a lot of his footage from when he was working on the different songs and stuff. It's very good. You should watch it.
Definitely gonna check that out. Take Your Mask Off is that one for me is one of my favorites, and it's at a personal level, and it's a personal part of my spot in my heart. But that's because I'm always for anything that's like, don't let anything bring you down. Always be yourself. Which is
Yeah.
why I fucking love the beginning of that album so much, because of that one quote. Ooh,
That's so good.
it's so good. I love it. So I posted it on all of my social medias. I was just like, yes. Ugh.
But that takes us into the final segment, buddy.
Where did Flossie go? Oh, he disappeared again. Hold up, let me
Did I
fix.
disappear?
Yeah, it happens sometimes. He
Yeah,
just
the join stream thing's been kind of bugging.
it likes to make him disappear sometimes. Gotta go look at the lineup for next year. Oh yeah, yes, I'm gonna look at the lineup for that too, because I saw some stuff on there that I was real hyped about. Have you reappeared yet? Let me see if I can make you come back yet.
Teleport me back.
Teleport him back. Bring back my Flynn Frosty. I don't know how
How I disappear.
yeah, push something. Or did you click on the thing that we had before?
Let me see if I can just switch and switch back. Did that work? No. What if I just refresh? Stream not found.
Stream not found. Oh my god.
That's what I'm getting. That is on the OBS side.
It's getting sticky.
It is getting sticky.
There we go.
Yep, stream not found. Yeah, it's the link. It just keeps dying.
Does it have a time limit?
It might.
That's stupid. We haven't even been on that long. Silly thing. It's only been 7. Yeah, it's not been. It's only been like an hour. All right, let me see.
It does not like my existence.
There we go. It's brought you back now. Welcome back to the world of the living.
Welcome me back to the world of the living. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Hello. It is. What were you about to say? It is time. Is it time for the final segment of this show?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And
I kind of wanted to keep with last week's theme.
Yeah,
Actually,
you don't say. Did
But
you revamp?
I have 2 entries this week, though. I haven't done it yet. I'm doing it still. Still
okay.
working on it.
He's fixing up
We'll deal with one more week.
All right, then. 2. Wait, you have 2 entries?
I have 2 because they're relevant. There's a reason.
Mario and Luigi.
No, I want to show because last week we talked about designs that we don't like.
We did.
And how we want to do more of those.
We did.
And this is a design that I don't like, but I don't like it because it is a replacement for a much more interesting design, in my opinion. This is a personal, subjective taste.
We love those, though.
So whenever you're ready, let me know.
I'm ready. You just gotta bring up the thingy.
Let me make sure the image is sized correctly before I proceed. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right. So I'm gonna show you the one I don't like first, and or I don't like it as much. I don't know how bad I'm gonna actually tier this.
All right. Let's see. All right. I am going to bring you over now, and we're gonna. He looks like what is that fucking scythe? Hey.
So this is Xenos from Final Fantasy XIV. He is kind of the main villain for multiple expansions.
Yeah. Oh,
but
that's the scythe guy I saw in those videos you showed me.
Yes.
Yeah, gotta need to play Final Fantasy Online again soon. Oh my god, I love that game. All right, sorry. Continue, my friend.
But yeah, so what do you think of this look? Because I personally think it's very generic. I'm not a big fan of this design.
Very generic. I don't know is that smoke, steam coming off him? What's he doing?
Yeah, that's just visual effects.
Okay, he's gone second gear. It's I love the colors and
I do
everything.
like the colors, yeah.
I just
The
feel
red,
like
gold, and black.
it's one of those designs where I feel like they're just doing
Sephiroth again.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I feel
I'm
about it. I
glad
feel like
that you.
Sephiroth
It's
again.
crazy that you beat me to that and knew what I was thinking instantly.
Yeah, it's the thing that pisses me off so much about this design. Uh, so Xenos to me had a very interesting design when he first appeared, and we don't have to rate both. But I did. What do you want? What do you think of the design here before I go showing the other one?
This one right here. You talking about like rank wise? What do you think? I think he is.
Yeah. What do you think about this fit?
He's crazy. He's crazy. The fit's crazy.
So I like this cape thing. I
Yeah.
like the one armored arm. I'm a
Oh
big
yeah.
fan of
You
asymmetrical
love the
armor. He's got one
asymmetrical.
armored arm and then the one armored leg, and they're alternating on which side each one is with the
You
gold
got to.
plating. I it's just the silhouette,
It,
like the butt cloak along with the cape, I think is
yeah,
actually
no.
lame. I
I
don't
don't
think it's
like.
cool.
You don't need a
Mm.
butt cloak and a cape. That's too much fluff going on.
It's too much extra stuff. It
We talked
makes the
about the
silhouette very
extra
muddy.
stuff that is in Guilty Gear Xrd. We talked about how too much floop is too much floop, and we're not about it. It's how are you
I
supposed to?
kind of like the showing off his chest and collar.
No, that's
But I
fine.
sort of feel like you should have done it more. I feel like this should have been a more open top if
It
you were going to
should,
go for that.
it should, and then they could have pushed the cape a little further back.
And I just don't know how I feel about like it being like it looks like a traditional leather jacket on the top half, but then it
Yeah,
goes into being a butt cape
his
trench coat thing
his
at the bottom. I'm
silly
just not as big of a fan.
his silly wants to be a trench coat but has butt cape instead.
Yes, because there's no front
Yeah,
coverage. It's completely open on the front.
it's not dusting. It's not a duster at all.
Yeah, I would say
He's
crazy
crazy.
dismal. I don't think it's quite dismal. It's a fine design, but it's not great. But the reason that I bring him up that design
Yeah,
is because he started with so much stronger of a design, in my opinion.
his
Now
flat hair makes the rest look off. Yeah,
this is going to be very controversial. This is a very traditional Final Fantasy design.
that is that is
I wish I
indeed.
could find. Let me see if I can find a better image because that one's kind of small.
That
But
looks like if the warrior of light, and Garland fused into each other.
let me remove this. So delete. See if this one's better. It's a little better, a little
It
easier to see.
still, once again, looks like if the warrior of light and Garland combined together.
So what I like about this design is yes, it does look like a mix between the hero and the villain aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
I love the traditional Final Fantasy like art style, like the Yoshitaka Amano art style.
Yeah, with
So you've
the
got
fucking
like the
you got
split diamond pattern.
you got
You've
the
got the little
horns,
bat wings. You've got
the
the
horn
horns.
helmet.
You've got the completely different color patterns and textures on the cloak around the waist, the belt, to the textures and patterns on the actual butt cape
Make him a
that this
little
one
bit
has.
bigger. They said he's small.
He's too small. He's
There you
big
go.
there.
All right.
I'll make him bigly.
So, actually, yeah, I got stuff to say once we get done.
Also,
Though.
he has this sick revolver cartridge for
Yeah,
his katanas,
I was
which
looking
is
at
so
that.
cool.
I was like, whoa, Zoro needs that. That's fucking
Yeah,
cool.
and it does revolve. It revolves around to whichever
Holy
one he
shit.
wants to use, which is sick as fuck.
Yeah. So the thing I see here, I love this design a lot more too, and I see like the thing they went with is once again we talked about how that guy had a lot of Sephiroth going on. Is this is the big outcome of or the big difference between when they went from 6 and below into some 7 stuff and higher is this does give the classic Final Fantasy look of a villain from
Yes.
6 and below for sure. And then when we got into the stuff where they made Sephiroth as a villain, I guess they decided sometimes they wanted to make villains more like Sephiroth because Sephiroth is good. Sephiroth is good. He
I
is
just
the
miss this archetype for villains where we had like these bigger
big
bad
guys.
guys.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's definitely what they did whenever, because we could say that Kefka was a unique
God
villain also.
Kefka is obviously gigantic.
Yeah, but also Sephiroth's other form is also gigantic.
Yeah, but it's different. Like God Kefka has like a very he gets physically bigger. Like his muscles and his body mass get bigger.
Oh yeah,
So he has
he
a
is
very
still a
different.
big monster boy.
Like
Yeah,
you get like a really nice contrast between thin, lanky, funny but creepy Kefka to completely horrifying, gigantic, perfect musculature Angel Kefka.
yeah,
It's like a completely different vibe for his look. So I feel like that works. And then the
yeah.
only other time that we had, I mean, that was sort of the whole gimmick, I guess, throughout the games in general, right? Was
Right.
because in one you have Garland and then you have Chaos.
Yeah, Garland and
In
Chaos.
two you have
Cool.
Emperor Mateus,
Yeah.
who after he goes to hell and comes back as the Demon King, he's
Hmm.
much bigger.
Yeah. What's
Three
his
is Cloud of
name's
Darkness
Cloud of
and Zande.
yeah.
Four
Or
was Golbez
Golbez,
and
the
Zeromus.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Um,
Golbez.
And Golbez is to me very much what they were going for with the look of Xenos in this
Yeah.
game. He's very reminiscent of Golbez.
Also, Golbez is a really small person. He's just got that big ass fucking
He's got
armor.
big ass armor. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got big boy armor.
yeah, he's the same. He's the same size as his brother Cecil. He's just got that fucking big ass
He's
armor.
like he's more muscular than Cecil, but yeah, he's a normal size.
Well, because he's the older brother, right?
He's the older brother.
Yeah.
And then
Final
five, you have X-Death, the tree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which has the opposite transformation where X-Death starts as a big guy in armor
Mm-hmm.
and then turns into a sexy anime boy after his transformation. It's
That's-
like the reverse Uno card.
I think that's when they started getting their ideas. It was starting with 7.
Yeah.
Because then we get Kefka.
And then
the
6, you
fucking
have
clown.
Kefka, who
Ugh.
is just the creepiest, fucking weirdest character in
With
Final
one of
Fantasy.
the
I love him.
creepiest, the scariest laughs
Scariest laugh ever.
of
Yeah.
ever. Gosh, you play that game, you just I was like, whoa, yeah, I don't fuck with this guy. He's still one of my favorite villains. And then
Obviously post 7 you have Sephiroth, and then Ultimisha in 8, and then
Ultimisha's hot.
fuck. Who are we gonna call the villain in
9, the one I haven't
in
played.
9? Kuja, probably, I guess, but also the big death god thing.
Once again, they started going with little designs when it came to Kuja. Kuja's cool though.
Kuja's super cool, but
Oh,
he does have that hot e-boy look
Yeah.
going on for the villain, which is
Sephiroth became the idol. Well, to be fair though, Kuja makes sense.
Well, no,
'Cause I
because in 10 we have Jet, and he does not fit the traditional.
Yeah, they went. Well, you had to get Big Buff Daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got
they-
Big Buff Daddy. He was very similar to early Final Fantasy villains.
Yeah. They
Also
you know,
similar in the sense that he was kind of like Garland in the first one, where he's not
Garland, yeah.
exactly a villain.
Right? It was just
He's just got his own plan for how to do things, and it's not great.
You said Seymour's first.
Seymour
Seymour.
is weird. But he is definitely Sephiroth coded, but his design's so bizarre that I feel like it gets a pass because it's not.
Seymour's
It's not quite the same. He's got that goofy ass hair too. I fucking hate
Seymour's hair is silly. You're right. He has some silly hair. Let's see.
11, you have Kusanal and the Chaos Lord.
Jet is a fat ass whale.
Jet is a fat ass whale for a large portion of the game.
He's a big buff sportsman.
He's also a giant sphere.
Yeah,
for a
that's
decent
true.
Portion of the game,
But
so he becomes a giant ripped flaming dad.
But that's the whole concept of he's big. He's a big character. The big boys, Final Fantasy and their big boys. Let's see who else is after. What number were you on?
Now we're on 12, which is Gabbard.
I never played
the
that.
best villain.
Gabby? Do you say the best villain?
Yeah, I love Gabbard. I don't care what anyone says. Gabbard is one of the best characters in Final Fantasy.
You're touching surfaces that I've never touched yet. The only ones I've touched.
Yeah, you know what? if for the pitch I was allowed to recommend you a 100-hour RPG, you would be playing Final Fantasy 12 immediately
Jesus Christ.
because the Zodiac Age is so good. Everyone play Final Fantasy 12. The Zodiac Age is fucking amazing.
I do plan on playing a lot of the Final Fantasies that I missed, which is 8 and on. I've got to finish 10. I played
13's villain is God, so I don't really think that counts.
Wait, who was 13? Oh, 13's was Lightning and
Yeah.
all of them?
Yeah, well, because first it's just the Fal'Cie in general, right? And then in the second part of 13, it's the best guy whose name I fucking just forgot because I'm an idiot. It's the guy whose sister trauma. And then the third game is Snow is the villain because they lost the plot with 13.
Snow?
Yeah, Snow Villers is the villain of the third game.
Huh. Who's the villain in Type 0? Oh, Chaos itself. And
Chaos itself.
The cycle of repeating.
Well, and kind of the Academy themselves too.
I guess it is more so the Academy. Yeah. God, that's the one I finished. I love Type 0, but I wish they would have did more.
I also wish that there weren't two actual main characters with a cast of much more interesting people around them, who we don't get any story on really.
Right? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And then
Backstreet Boys.
14 has a million villains. Most of them are not sexy anime boys. One of them's a sexy anime man.
You said 14 is the Backstreet Boys, right?
Wait, what?
Wait, no, you're talking about the online game.
Yeah, 14 is the online game, yes.
Yeah, never mind then. I was trying to talk about 15, the Backstreet Boys.
Yes, 15.
They had a hot dragoon lady in it.
And another sexy anime man, not boy, man.
Yeah, I forgot about the main villain in that game.
Arden of Azunia.
Yeah. I wasn't.
And then 16 has a really cool villain who I won't spoil. I want
I was about to be like, please don't tell me. You know I'll play it through 16.
You don't know yet.
I love Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, Glasses is the best one, by the way. Just throwing that out there, Sailor K.
Glasses. Roxas, Sasuke, Glasses, and Daddy. I was about Daddy. Daddy was
Daddy Olis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was with all the ladies. They were like, yeah, Daddy. And Sasuke was okay, I guess. He just had a cool power. He is probably one of my favorite powers in Final Fantasy.
Teleporting to sword.
Yeah, and throwing them and shit. That shit's cool. I love that shit. Oh, man.
You know what? Once we get the revamped fashion list going, we should rate all of the protagonists of Final Fantasy.
Actually, that's what I was thinking. Is that like next thing we do
is just a big section where we're just gonna
Final Fantasy. Like I was thinking I was thinking this because I do like doing these tier lists. I was thinking we do one where we do Capcom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Capcom tier list. I love the idea of a Final Fantasy tier list. And what else?
Lady, you start with whatever one interests you the most.
Dear Lord.
I recommend buying the pixel remasters of the franchise because they're bundled all together and you can play all of them, and it's 1 through 6. But if you don't like super old RPGs, I mean, honestly, 9 is the best one in the franchise, and it has an amazing mod you can play to make it much more modernized.
Sailor, I will not show these trash designs.
I
will want you to comment so we can use them on the next podcast. I saw
Sailor K, when you say 3 is your favorite, do you mean 3 or 6? Because America's a horrible country for Final Fantasy, and we have fucked up numbers for when we grew up. So are you saying 3 like Super Nintendo 3, which is 6?
Yeah.
Oh no, you mean real 3? Yes. The DS one, right?
Yeah.
The DS remake? Yeah. That's on Steam.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely on Steam.
Also, Original 3 is really good too. Pixel Remaster 3 was super fun.
I think somebody was asking me the other day who is my favorite Final Fantasy main character, and I think they were shook when I said it was Clive, and they're like, "But you haven't even beat that game yet." And I was like, Sorry, he beats Clive. Yeah, because they're like, I was like, I
He
love
clears.
Cloud.
Clive clears.
Clive clears. I was like, he is my favorite. And like he beats Cloud, and I think it's mostly because as far as I've gotten in the game, there's a man versus himself moment, and I love man versus himself in any story. Yeah, Clive is fun, and he it is. It's been a minute since we've had a daddy-looking
The
character.
Clive fully naked scene is the funniest shit in the world.
Holy shit!
Because I remember every streamer I watched who played it was like, "What the fuck?"
Clive's lit, man. Cloud's still one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters, and I will forever love Terra. I fucking love Terra.
Yeah, there's two scenes, Sailor K. There's two scenes.
I might stream that game, but I also might play it for myself. There's no telling.
Although I'm just gonna be honest, as good as Clive is, Sid is definitely the better choice in that game.
Sid, let's not start talking about
You know
Sid.
what? Let's listen to his voice.
Well, yeah, just do it. Put it in the watch together right now. Just bring up some Sid lines from the beginning of the game. Sid is a witcher. That's what I keep on saying about him. The man's got 2 swords, and he looks like a witcher. I'm just like Sid the Witcher.
Sidolphus Telemon.
Which
is a reference to Final Fantasy XII, which you should
Yeah.
play.
There's the boy.
One thing, you're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath. What?
There's my boy.
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death, that you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not. Sid, I don't.
Gosh. Like a mid-card WWE wrestler.
Yeah.
I fucking love Sid.
Sid's so fucking good in that
game.
game, dude.
I remember going to my friend's house who plays his wife plays Final Fantasy, and she talks to me about it all the time. She's like, "Have you played the newest one yet?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Sid though." And so I sat down and I played it, and I got to Sid, and I was like, I saw him at first. I was like, okay, this guy's attractive. Then he started talking, and I was like, oh, I see why they're about this man. This man is perfect. Oh, brother, this guy doesn't stink.
No, this guy does not stink.
Why haven't we put Sid on the tier list yet?
His design's S tier. There's no question about it.
Yeah, there is no question about it. This is the best Sid's ever looked.
He's so sick. Oh.
Yeah. Whew. Well then, shit. Too powerful for the list. I think there's a few people that are too powerful for the list that we haven't put on there. Like Dante and Virgil, we haven't even put on the list. They're in that other list. Hot Lady Sid is always your favorite. Oh yeah, we love Cindy.
Sydney.
I said Cindy, didn't I?
You did.
Sorry, I was thinking of...
Here's a classical example of the truth in action.
Oh, God.
Doggy?
Torgal.
Oh my god, who is this? Sid of this universe?
Oh my god, who is that? Holy shit. We don't have Scott Sid in this one.
Yeah.
That's
no
wonderful.
Scott said that's exclusively for 14.
Yeah. Oh, I love Sid. Thank you, Final Fantasy, for giving us our repeating character. One of the two repeating characters.
Who ranges from old man to older man to old man's niece
Niece, yeah, I was gonna say, because
to whatever the fuck 16 Sid is supposed to be.
yeah,
Basically just the main character, but you decided on a different one, but you were
Yeah.
like, the design's too good to throw away, so.
actual protagonist. Yeah, I was gonna say, because Sid's still in the Backstreet Boys game, but then it's his niece that is the one doing the stuff.
Sydney is the niece of Sid from
Yeah.
that universe.
And don't you meet Sid in that game too? He's just this old guy
Yeah,
sitting in a
he's
chair.
just the old mechanic, yeah.
The old guy, yeah, okay. I was like, I remember seeing him, and I was like, oh, that's actually Sid, but Sydney is here,
Sydney, yeah.
and I love her too. I will forever love her. She's got the accent and everything too. Holy shit!
Look, Sid and how did we get into this conversation? Christ. Sid and my brain's broken. When did this start?
I don't know.
Why are we talking about this? Why have we been talking about this for so long? I've shut down completely. I don't even
Holy
remember.
shit! You're like Sid, and then you went.
I was gonna name another hot dad type character, and then my brain was just like, how did we get here?
Clive. Who else we got?
Jetstream Sam from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Yeah. Bad design, FF villain, hot characters. It might be time to wrap it up, is what the mods are saying.
Yeah, it definitely is.
They're like, all right, boys, you guys are getting out of control here.
We definitely are.
Crap. I can't think now.
Hang on, I gotta
holy
play it.
crap.
I gotta play a scene and then we're done.
Oh, okay. Holy crap.
Hey, what the hell you think you're doing, buddy?
Oh,
Well,
Jetstream Sam.
Oh. This?
Jesus.
Whoops.
That man's jaw's broken.
Yeah, that guy's dead.
You just had to ask what it was. Clearly, it's a fucking sword, but
It's a sword built into the sheath is an AR-15.
Yeah. This
When he
is what
pulls
they
the
base.
trigger, it shoots the
This
sword.
is what they base Genji off of, Sailor.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for the show, guys. It was a good episode.
Yeah. Oh no, Raging Demon! No! Ah! Oh shit!
But I think that's where we end it.
Yep. Good night. Just like that guy ended us. Holy shit. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Why the fuck do I still have this on podcast ending? I gotta change this shit. Oh my god. Okay, this is the one, but it doesn't say ending. We're gonna get rid of this, and we'll fix this next week. Goodbye.